Woohoo!
And
Mathematical prospecting Monday.
pro Prospecting Monday, yeah. Look, as always, I have all this stuff that I want to share, and I'm like, wow, my goodness, I have more information than time allowed. So I'm always trying to shorten things up and to present new information. And the one thing else, I'm gonna be honest with you, that I have started to enjoy more. Good morning, Benny. Is each class, if I can provide information that you can actually have something to take away with to help you during the course of your week. I said, man, if I can be creative and find ways uh, and information to give you that could help you out, then I think that's makes the class more relevant because instead of just going through the book and just regurgitating everything, I'm like, let's just tailor it for my fanatical realtor prospectors.
Now that is the plan.
Yes, that is the plan. That is the plan. And today is going to be no different. Um, I have some items that I want to share, and I'm gonna be honest with you. What I share for you, how I tweak it for you, I turn it around and have it tweaked for me as a loan officer. I really do. And so I first try to put together information for realtors. I said, okay, if this is good for realtors, then I just twist it around. I said, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. And today is no exception. So we have, and today is going to be fun. I'm always trying to be a little creative. So I'm going to pull up all of the stuff that I have. Um, and then not confuse myself as I normally do and have it all available. All right. Okay. All right. I have a lot of things open. So, Benny, you're going to have to make certain that not that many people laugh at me because I'm going to probably confuse myself with all the stuff that I'm going to try to share. You know how a lot of times when you do a presentation, um, you have all of these different tabs open compared to in the olden days where you had a meeting or a presentation and then you would give everyone a handout. It was all stapled together and you would just go one through four or five and it was so easy. You just went through the handout. But with technology, you don't actually physically have something, so you have all these tabs open, and you're like, okay, where is this tab? Where is that tab? So I don't know if it's just me or any of you have had that challenge as well. It's just me. Okay.
Now I try to streamline it because it can get quite confusing.
Well, yeah. Well, today's going to be no exception. Okay. Um, what I want to do is I'm going to share my screen. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm gonna do it this way. Oh, Mr. Lessers. Hey. Good morning, Mr. Lester. And I think the iPhone, this must be Miss Cassandra. I think.
Can't respond too much to the questions, but I'm on listening.
Okay,
Good
that's fine.
morning. Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning.
So then we're going to go ahead and start. And first of all, welcome. I'm excited as always to see each of you. And today, again, as I was telling others, we have a lot of information that is jam-packed, and I'm going to do my best to try to get through it as quickly as I can and not make it as confusing. Next week is Memorial Day. We will not have class. I'm certain that probably a majority of you have already plans of some aspect. So we're going to take next Monday off and resume June 1. All right. What I'm going to do first is share my screen. And this is what we're going to go over this morning. We're going to review chapter 13, our success stories. Today's information chapter, I think, is very good. Message matters. What we are going to discuss today is going to be applicable for what we went over last week and for the preceding weeks as well. So we're not really going over it. We're not presenting any type of new prospecting per se. We're just fine tuning our message. And then our homework. It's not going to be a motivational video because I don't think we're going to have time. So we'll just go ahead. I'm keeping this. I've learned how, Fred, just keep everything in Word so it'll be easy for you to make changes as needed. So there you go. I forgot that. All right. Let's first go over last week with social selling in terms of what it is and what we were able to do with it. And of course, when we engage in social selling, it's primarily through our social media, whether it's through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, etc. It doesn't replace the hardcore prospecting of either in person or over the phone, or even email. The conversion rates for social selling are far lower compared to what we typically would engage with in prospecting. The key with social selling, of course, it's social. It's just having an opportunity for us to present ourselves in a manner that is social. And of course, no one in social media really likes to be sold business. However, we can still intertwine it with our other forms of prospecting to give us a well-rounded manner for individuals to know who we are. In the era that we're in, I would not encourage anyone not to be involved on or in social media. Some people may not use it that much. I understand that, but at least have some type of a presence and be able to utilize it for others. Even in my own house, I've seen even my wife, she looks at it, she scrolls down on a daily basis and to see who's doing what's happening. And then she tells me, did you know so-and-so this, or did you know that? So it gives us the opportunity to stay in contact with our friends and family that we haven't seen in a while. And so it is important for us to continue to include social selling within our daily prospecting. Any questions about chapter 13? All right. Now here comes the fun part. All right. Last week, I provided and I emailed. I hope everyone received it. A outline of this here. The realtor prospecting pyramid. It looks like a lot of information. In some ways, it is, but hopefully, you were able to understand what is involved in this prospecting pyramid from when we first started to what it looks like now. Did anyone have any questions regarding all this information on this pyramid? Okay. If not, all right, good. Because on Monday, we're supposed to call past clients, Tuesdays, referral partners, Wednesday, the sphere of influence, Thursday, leads, and Friday is cold prospecting. And then what I did was for 30 days, I included in our prospecting challenge. And day 1 all the way through day 30. Was anyone able to complete any of this information?
I did speak to some referral partners, but that's about as far as I got with it.
Hold on. Mr. Wilson is okay. Ooh. What was that, Chanel?
I did speak with some referral partners, but and some leads, but that was about as far as I got with it. But I did not actually follow that process, which is a very good process, and I should be following because I think it's really effective.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Chanel. Was anyone else ever to start it or just saw it and was like, okay, Fred, that looks nice, and that was it.
No, I give you a shot too.
Okay.
I did some prospecting too. I didn't follow it to the letter,
That's fine.
but at least I attempted it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I did, because this is something that I know I need to do, I sent a video. I said, okay, let me go ahead and at least try it. And so what I did, I created a video, I put it out there, and for me, I said, okay, why I became a loan officer. And it came out well. I said, Fred, just go ahead and just put it together. And after I put it together, I was like, okay, it's okay. It is what it is. But the one thing that I didn't realize is like, oh, okay, wow, I know how to. I'm going to use this so that whenever any of my referral partners, anyone refers someone to me, we've never connected. What I'm going to do is just send that video out as a way of me introducing myself to a new prospect. I said, "Oh, okay, that's pretty good." So that's what I'm going to send out. And so that's my question to any of you. Do any of you have anything that you send out to your prospects, whether it's a video or anything else, that when someone refers someone to you, and a lot of times trying to make that initial connection, whether it's through email, text, or phone, can be a little challenging. But if I'm unsuccessful in any of those ways, this is what I'm going to send. So do any of you have anything that you send out to any of your referrals received? Or you just try? Yeah.
Not to my, well, I have videos that I send out to my clients for the process along the way,
Okay.
but I should make some other videos like this.
Yeah. But if you create one, this is a great way for you to introduce yourself to that person. It's just a quick, easy way. And I made certain mine was no more than a minute. And so it worked out well.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So let me get rid of this. Okay. So now, of course, you mean my favorite part of the morning of the class is success stories. Does anyone have any success stories that they would like to share from what happened last week or prior weeks? Anyone?
I have a story.
Please share.
So I was coming back from checking on my client's townhouse that we're getting ready to list and put on the market. So I saw this yard sale sign. I said, well, let me go over here and see what's going on. So when I went there, so happens the guy that was doing the yard sale, his brother had passed away. So he was trying to sell and clean out the house. Now he had been, of course, bombarded with realtors about different things, and he said he think he might have found someone that he wants to go with. But we had a really good conversation. I found out a lot about him. I gave him my card. He said, he said, yeah, but give me your card because if it doesn't work out, I'll give you a call. And I was like, sure. And he was down here from New Jersey, and I'm like, if you need anything, just let me know. So, um, that's the thing. When you take the opportunity to go to things or anywhere where you can meet people, you just never know who you're going to meet. Now, I
Absolutely.
didn't sign him up as a client, but you never know unless you try.
You never try. Yeah, you never know. Anyone else, if they have anything that they want to share?
Well, I reached out to because what happened, I'm licensed in the Maryland, Virginia, Maryland, DC area. So I try to touch base with realtors that I know not licensed in Maryland and DC. So I tried that what I did during the course of the week. I reached out to a couple of them, and one of them, as God will have it, they just got a client and were looking for somebody to help them out. So I said, "Oh, I'll be glad to work with you." So at least I connected with her, and currently they're trying to see how best we can work with this client who wants a property in Maryland. You know, so that was good. So sometimes it pays to reach out. No one knows. Come out looking for somebody to at least to talk with or to do business with. And I call her. She say, "Oh, I was just thinking about you." So you see, so at least yeah, I'm glad that at least I will connect with her, and hopefully I'll help her close that deal and we'll split it.
Very
Yep.
good. Very good. Let's see. Um, last, well, this past Saturday, I signed up to as a realtors, Lord have mercy, as a mortgage loan officer, excuse me, at a carnival in Herndon. It was
Mhm.
myself, a realtor, his name is Mazen, title company, integrity, no, confidence, title, home inspector. Yeah, there was four of us. And it was at this carnival in the town of Herndon. I didn't think that much about it in terms of what all we was going to be able to accomplish, but I said sure, let's go. So I went there in the afternoon, and we had this small little um, blow up um, uh, swimming pool. It's probably no more than about a one by one. It's the same type of swimming pool that you would probably use for a Barbie doll. And inside this little pool, swimming pool, they had these little fish. And the kids had this little toy fishing pole. And at the tip of it, it was a crab. And it was magnetic. And so you would take this little magnetic crab and on this fishing pole, and you would try and put the crab magnet on a little fish on the nose. And if you were able to make a connection, you would pull it up and you have a fish. And so um, the majority of the people that were involved in this were young kids. Lord have mercy. Anywhere from two, good Lord, until about 10 or 12. I was surprised. And yours truly was on a chair just sitting there with these young kids talking to them about fishing, untangling the lines, and just being there and making them laugh. And the parents would come by, and I was sitting up there and talking with them. And I was telling the realtor there, I says, I think I'm here as a babysitter because the kids were just there so engrossed, and I thought it was fun. I wasn't thinking anything about it. The amazing thing about it, while I was there, in a sense, playing with their kids, the realtor that was there, he was there talking to the parents. And so he was able to make some connections with the parents as I was playing with their kids. So that was my way of prospecting. I was hanging around with a bunch of 2 and 3, 5-year-old kids that were coming there wanting to catch fish. So a different type of prospecting that worked. So if anybody wants to go to a carnival, and if you want to know what's going to attract parents, find a way for the kids to play while the kids are playing, then you could talk to the parents. That's how it worked. All right. So today we're going to talk about message matters. Let me get rid of this and go back to my outline. All right. The author in this chapter did a very good job in talking about the importance of our message in terms of what we should do to ensure that our message is as strong as possible. So this is my first question. How many of you would be compelled to prospect more if you knew you had a stronger message to share? Whether it's through phone, text, email, whatever. If it was a little stronger, would you be compelled to prospect more? Anyone?
I definitely will.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. What about you, Benny? Would you feel
Yes,
compelled to prospect more?
if I had the right script,
Okay.
yes.
All
If
right.
yeah, yeah, actually,
Okay. So how many of you feel a little awkward when prospecting because you don't quite know what to say? It doesn't come out as well as you thought it was, and it's like,
yeah, or how to say
I
it,
flubbed this
the
up.
tonality, or just
Yeah.
handling objections too.
Handling objections. Very good. And believe it or not, in 2 weeks, we are going to go over a session on how the author says it's calling this reflexes, brush offs, and objections. So we're going to go through that in terms of how to handle those type of responses. But with our message, yeah, we would like for our message to be right on point. And a lot of times it may not come out as well. And then I found myself is, okay, if I had a consistent message that I could share on a regular basis that is compelling, then would I do more prospecting? The answer for me is yes. And so that's why our messaging must be important because it gives us a reason, a really strong reason when we feel hesitant about wanting to prospect. If we can have a strong message, then we should be able to prospect more, knowing that we have a very strong message to share. And prospecting is about engaging with others. And the author makes it plain, and I thought about it, and it's true. What is prospecting? It is the most important task that we can get ourselves involved with during the sales process. And when you prospect, the only thing that you are doing when you break it down to its basic component, you're asking for your prospect's time. That's it. You are asking for them to give part of their time, part of their day with you. And so a lot of times when you might receive a rejection or an objection or whatever, in many cases, because when they say they may not have time, that is true.
Yeah.
Another reason why they may say they may not have time is your reason to asking them to meet with you is not compelling enough. So again, they don't have time. Because people realize that when you are trying to introduce yourself to someone, or if you're asking for business or whatever, when you want to meet with them, it comes down to time. So your message, it has to be strong enough where they're going to say, okay, I'm going to give you X number of minutes of my time, which I perceive as extremely valuable, to listen to what you are going to share with me. It all comes down to time. And of course, prospects, or leads, when we are wanting to meet with them, they're not there for our benefit. To me, we're not there for their benefit. They're there for us. So I put prospects meet with you for their reasons, not yours. You can be the best realtor out there. You can have everything, but it's not about you. It's about them. That's what it boils down to. It's not about you. It is about them. And then your prospecting message is designed for one purpose, to quickly persuade your prospect to give you their time. And I put this is the purpose of prospecting, and of course I can't spell. So, but yeah, that is the whole purpose of prospecting, is for someone to give their time. So when someone says, yes, I'm going to agree to meet with you, we need to make certain we deliver, that we come prepared with something, with a message that is strong enough for them to do business with us. If we do not come with a message strong enough for them to do business with us, it was a waste of their time. And we always talk about how valuable time is. It is the most important thing that we have, is our time. And then the big thing is WHIIM. What's in it for me?
Yep.
What's in it for me? Lester.
Yes.
Why should someone meet with you? What is it that Lester is going to provide or do than Chanel? What makes Lester better than Chanel?
That's a good question.
That's the question you got to answer. And I'm not saying you have to answer it now, but think about it. If you're meeting with Benny, Benny is a listing. She is a seller, and she scheduled an appointment with 2 realtors, and you're the first one that's going to come to her house, and she's telling you right up front, I have another realtor that I'm going to meet with. Her name is Chanel. And she says, all right, Lester, you got 10 minutes. No, I said, no, you got 30 minutes. Why should I use you instead of using Chanel? Why should I allow Chanel to come in after you? Or what is it that you're going to offer me where it's going to be so strong that I should just cancel my appointment with Chanel and stay with Lester? What is it?
Um,
And, you,
basically,
and look, if you want to answer that question now, that is fine. I'm saying go for it.
okay.
Sure. Yeah. So tell me, Lester, why should Benny meet with you and not Chanel?
So I mean, for me, what I try to do, I mean, with any client, I try to see what the needs are and try to address the needs. Try to find out what is it that what they're expecting, what they really what the goals are for that whole particular transaction, and see how best I can talk with them and then show them maybe if the other aspect that they need to know and try to address them, let them know some of the advantages that they could benefit from. And once you educate them about what the whole process look like, and maybe something that they didn't know that you can let them educate them about, definitely, I mean that we will catch your attention, and maybe want to talk to you more.
That's good. That's good. All right. Now, Benny, don't do that. Was that compelling enough?
Yes.
Okay. It's up to you. Yeah. Each person is different. So I'm not saying yes or no, because I know in your line of work that actually happens.
Mm-hmm.
People might schedule 3 or 4 listing appointments, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you right up front. So why should I use you? What is it that you're going to provide me with where it's going to be better than someone else's? All right, very good. Um, how many of you ever think about what's in it for me? So that way you're looking at it from, in this case, a seller's perspective, trying to answer the question in a manner that they would want to hear, so that he or she realizes that you, as the realtor, you are looking after their best interest. What's in it for me? All right. And then this was something that I thought was pretty good that I didn't I sort of forgot about. And that's on page 141. For those of you have your books open, it's the power of because. Um, a lot of times when we ask for an appointment, how many of us ever use because? Mr. So and so, I would like to meet with you because I can do this and this and this. Or Miss Harper, I feel that meeting with me would enable you to save money so that you can maximize your profit. And because of this, I know it would benefit you and would save you time, effort, and aggravation using the power of the because. And as a loan officer, have I incorporated the utilizing of that term? Because I have not. So I think about it. Okay, I need to start understanding the power of because. And then the last item that is so important is the ask. If you go through the time of talking with someone over the phone, and if you don't ask for an appointment or to meet with them, it's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
And that's where the rubber meets the road by asking. You can go through everything. You can have all the presentation material, everything just right. But at the end, if you say, okay, Mrs. Client, what do you think? And that's it. No, you got to ask, Mr. So-and-so, is there any reason why you would not want to move forward and have your home listed with me? Mr. So-and-so, whatever, is there any reason why you would not want to move forward and allow me to assist you in buying your house? Just ask. There's so many ways to ask. But if you don't ask, you won't know. And that's tough because that fear of rejection, that's when it creeps in. It's there. It comes in because when you ask, that's when you're just hanging out there and you don't know what's gonna happen. And for me, I'll share with you the most scariest ask I've ever done in my entire life, and I've only had to do it one time. Any idea what that ask is?
Mhm.
Well, I'll tell you. Um, Almost 38 years ago,
Mhm.
I had to do that ask.
And
It
do
is
what?
when I had to drop down on one knee and ask my wife to marry me. We had it off and up prior to me asking. I asked her mother and father. I told my mother and father, and everybody said yes. So for those of you that have been in the DC area for a long time, if you remember the restaurant Holgate's, we went and had a nice meal, and afterwards, it was on the wharf. It was cold. So we went outside, and I had my ring in my pocket, and
Mhm.
so I dropped down on one knee and opened up this little box with this little
Mhm.
engagement ring. Um,
Mhm.
I asked her to marry me. And she was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I'm like, well, what is your answer? And she says, yeah, because I'm down there looking up, and she wouldn't give me an answer. And I'm like, you gotta give me an answer. So yeah, so I was like, phew, that was it. So that was the most scariest time for me because you feel vulnerable. I mean,
I
there is
know.
nothing out there. It's either going to be yes or rejection.
Yep.
So, like I said, that happened, I think, about 38 years ago. So, yeah.
Uh,
So, how many of you have any concerns or hesitancy about doing the ask? Anybody? Be honest.
well, I tell you what, though, if you do your homework well, you won't be scary. You gotta pay it the way.
Yeah, we know it's our business. We have to ask. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, at times, yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta do the groundwork well. Then at least you won't be too afraid. But when you just do your homework well, then you'll be stuttering a lot.
I understand. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is normal.
Yeah.
Okay, all
I
right.
think it's easier to do the ask when you have an actual appointment versus when you're prospecting and you have to, do the ask to people that you don't know and they don't really know you. But when you have an appointment, you already know at some point you're going to have to close this thing out by asking if, they're ready to move forward or whatever.
All right. So what happens if you're trying to meet someone for the first time and you see somebody um and you ask? That can be a little intimidating there.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I'm saying because you don't really have a clue who this person is. Are they going to think you're just being salesy? So it's all about how you ask.
yeah.
I
Okay.
Mhm.
agree with Chanel. I was going to say it depends on how the conversation goes
Yep.
and how, you know, I think it's how you word, like how you word the ask based on the conversation that makes it. And I think that too, just you get more comfortable over time. Um, when I was, new like Benny, oh my gosh, I couldn't even think of how you could slip in your realtor smoothly. It always sounded like, how do you say that? That's so awkward, but now it's seamless. So some things just come over time. But at first, yeah, it was
Well,
a
I
little.
I wouldn't say it's so much over time. I'm thinking trial and error.
True.
That's more important than anything else. It comes through trial. You have to put yourself out there. You got to do through trial and error. That's really that time. It's trial and error. You got to put yourself out there and do the ask, and you'll find out what works for you and what may not work for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
true.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. I
'Cause
think too that you find what you feel comfortable or how you feel comfortable in prospecting. So the ones that make you uncomfortable, of course, are the hardest asks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go. All right. So
Mhm.
now, let me ask this question. No, I'm trying to. Well, all right, because I have something that I wanted to share with all of you that hopefully you will find beneficial for you in terms of um asking. Oh yeah, this is my question. Um, I'll pick on Chanel now. Chanel, is it easy? Wait a minute, do you have any hesitation with following up on a prospect that you have not communicated with in 3 years? And you don't know if they have bought or sold their home. You just don't know.
Um, Back some time ago, I would, but now I know that I just have to reach out to them and see how they're doing and work that in the conversation somehow, because unless you ask, you're not going to know. And as we know, it's easier to work with someone that knows you already. You have a higher probability of getting that person as a client versus talking to a total stranger.
You know, I was I would previously I would have agreed with that. But for me, I'm like, I don't know. And I'm following up for clients that I haven't spoke to in a couple of years. And boom. Because maybe I didn't follow up, maybe they fell through the cracks because of me or whatever. They may not like me, whatever. But now I'm trying to follow back up. And you're like, okay, so what do you do? What do you say? And that's what I'm trying to do now. I am doing. Um, and then if they don't respond back, what do you do? How often do you keep going after them? These are all the things. So you have all these things inside of your head. For me, what do you do? And so, in saying that, I came up with um, a handout for you. And this is going to be, I think, fun. Let me see. 1, 8. Here we go. Okay. You can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is good. All right. This is a listing appointment request. Trying to use what's in it for me. And we put it in short, sweet, and to the point. And these are the three. Would you be open? I like this like this. I can't see this. I like it better like this. Would you be open to 15 minutes? Or you should be would you be open for 15 minutes? I can show you what your home could sell for and how to put more money in your pocket. Can I stop by for 10 minutes if I give you a clear idea of your home's value and the smartest way to maximize it? Or worth a quick conversation? I may be able to help you sell faster and for more with a lot less stress. How do they sound? Would any of you use any of these requests?
I would use it, maybe tweak them slightly.
All right, true. What do you think is missing? Does this look like a canned pitch?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just out there. How many of you have heard people use these type of requests?
Mm.
Anybody? Yeah, I don't know if anybody would. All right. So okay, so this is one example. Now, I'm going to give you another one. This is a listing of appointment requests with emotional value.
Good.
Would you be open to a quick 15-minute meeting? I may be able to sell for more and make the process feel a lot less stressful for your family. Oh, I may be able to help you sell for more and make the process feel a lot less stressful for your family. How does that sound? Better?
Mhm.
All right.
Yes, that's better.
Yeah,
Let's
that
try another
sounds
one.
good.
Can I stop by for 10 minutes? Even if you're thinking about selling, I can show you what buyers would likely pay for your home so you can make the best decision for your future.
I
Another
like
one.
that one better.
And the third one, I'd love 15 minutes to show you what your home could realistically sell for and how to make the move feel easier, not overwhelming. All I did was add emotional value. That's all I did. When I first put this together, I was sort of following the direction from the book. And then he's talking about emotional value. So I said, okay, we're going to do different items. One without emotional value and one with emotional value. The one with emotional value is more authentic, but is given a reason why you are asking. You're given a reason why. I may be able to help you sell for more and make the process feel a lot less stressful for your family. That's the emotion. That's the one thing that we all bring in different ways, emotion. Now, to take it one step further, and I did not state, is if you were to put something quantitative in it. And you probably say, Fred, what do you mean by something that is quantitative? Where I may be able to help you sell. I have experience in enabling my clients to get 10 or 20% more value by utilizing me and make the process a lot less stressful for your family. So you're quantifying why they should use you in addition to making the process feel a lot less stressful for your value. What's in it for me? You're going to get more money and you're specifying 10% more, whatever percentage more. Or my clients that work with me and they've sold their home 2 times faster or whatever. This is how it makes it even more compelling why they should work with you. So Lester, the reason why, if you had 10 seconds, that your clients should work with Lester and not Chanel is that I can help you sell for more and make the process more easier and less stressful. And you'll be able to, from my experience, you'll be able to get 10% more than other realtors. That is the reason why you should work with me. Is there any reason why we could not schedule an appointment to meet this week? That's 10
Fred,
seconds or less.
Fred, I was going to say though, the only problem with that, Fred, is that without having seen their property could be trashed, and
Absolutely. There's always going to be exceptions.
it might get. Yeah, I was going to say,
No,
I
yeah. No,
always
no.
like to
Yeah.
see.
No, no. Please, no, please don't think that's going to be appropriate in all cases. No, 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 no. It is not. It is just something as a way for you to use emotion. And if you quantify it, it can help you out even further. All right. So now, if you think this is good, and these are good, all right. Hold on. Okay. I said to myself, all right, if we came up with something, what happened if we came up with um um an example for 4 weeks where if you haven't spoken to people or if you want to have a message that you may want to send out to one client over the course of 4 weeks, I says, okay. So if you're trying to schedule an appointment with a person, and if you're trying to engage with them and they're not really following up, why not send them a quick video message? Week one, would you be open to 15 minutes? I may be able to help you sell for more and make the move feel a lot less stressful. That's just an example. And then week two, we can say, can we meet for 10 minutes or whatever? I'm trying to meet with you. I can help you sell smart and make you feel good about the next step. Third week, worth a quick conversation. I can help you understand timing, value, and what makes the biggest difference. Just an example. And the fourth week, worth a quick chat. I'll help you make a confident decision without feeling pressure. So basically, this is a 4-week campaign of trying to meet with someone on listing. That's what I put together. Is this helpful?
Yep.
This is just for me using Miss Chatty. I was trying to figure out, okay, what could be used? Because I don't know if you have, let me say, how many of you have a campaign on trying to meet with someone over 4 weeks? Yeah.
You're
So I'll
welcome.
say, if we're trying to meet with someone, if for whatever reason I may, why not put together a campaign for week one through week four or whatever you call it, every week, every 2 weeks or whatever. But then you automatically have, and what Benny said when I first asked her this the question, and she said that if she would feel more compelled to prospect more if she had, and she used the term script. So I was like, well, okay, right on point. And so these are examples for a listing. And this is, I'm going to send this in a word format. So if you want to tweak it and make it in your own words, that's fine. But at least now you have information that you can share for your prospecting. And number two, this is just the listing. I'm going to do the next thing with buying. So if I give you these scripts for listing and buying, my question to you, would there be any reason why you could not make 10 prospecting calls in 1 week?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I'm just teasing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is the listing. All right. Let's see what we came up on the buying side. This is us trying to get buyer's consultation.
Mm-hmm.
This is initially 10 seconds or less. Again, would you be open to 15 minutes? I can help you avoid costly mistakes and make you buy smart. I don't know what buying smart means. Can we grab 10 minutes? I'll show you how to buy with confidence and avoid overpaying. Yeah, okay. Worth a quick conversation. I can help make your home search easier and save you time and stress. Yeah, that's getting a little better. So now let's use one with emotion. Okay. Would you be open to 15 minutes? I can help make sure you buy the right home and avoid costly mistakes for your family. And 10 minutes, can we grab 10 minutes? I'll help you buy with confidence so this feels exciting, not overwhelming. And you can change this first part or whatever. Worth a quick conversation. I can help you find the right home without wasting time or feeling pressured. That's a big one for new buyers or any buyers. They don't want to feel pressured. How do these sound? Good? Okay. Fred, you're way off point. Kim?
They're
good?
okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm not trying for them to be perfect. Absolutely not.
I think it's a good starting point, and like I said, I would tweak them some.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is the 4-week examples. Would you be open to 15 minutes? I can help you buy smart and avoid mistakes. We went through that one. Can we connect with 10 minutes? I can help make you sure you buy a home that truly fits your family needs. And week 2, I can help you avoid wasting time looking at homes that don't fit. And then week 4, I'll help make sure you feel confident before making a big decision. You can tweak it however way you want. The whole purpose for us going through this type of example is our message matters for us to ask with emotion, use emotion to ask, and lastly, for us to have some type of a campaign where we know that now, let's say over the course of 30 days or however long, we have a campaign where we can now follow up with home buyers. So if that's the case, even if we texted, even if we created a video, if you were to send this out on a daily basis, it would probably take you not even a minute or 2 minutes. And then you can follow up. So to make 10 prospecting calls a week, yeah, I can do that. I know I could do it. I could do 10 a day. If this is all what it takes, and for me to follow up and put it in my own words, 100% I can do that. And that's the reason why I wanted to share this with you, just so you can see that, yeah, it is going to take a little bit out of us. But if we have something where we know we have the right message, it can make it easier. But no matter what we come up with, at the end of the day, each one of us must do the ask. There's no way around it. We must do the ask. Because whatever we kill, we eat. If we ain't killing, we ain't eating. That's it. That's what I wanted to go over this morning. Questions, comments? Boy, you guys got quiet on me this morning.
So this is very, very good, I must admit. As Shana others said, that at least this is said as the basic to start from. We can add, modify, whatever you know. So I think that's a good guide to at least to kick it off. So I appreciate it, all that you're doing, and definitely we'll try to start that.
Like I said, through all of this, I'm presenting it to you, and then it's opening my mind, and then I reverse it, tweak it for a loan officer. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So that's all I have at this time. I'm gonna now question: would you want me to send you the 4-week examples or the 3 weeks as well, or just send the 4-week examples?
Well, we can send both and compare it.
I'll send them both out.
Yeah,
I send them
and let's
both out.
compare
Yeah,
and see what
yeah,
what it look like. Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be
That
great.
is fine.
Yeah.
But at least now, for your listing appointments as well as for your buyer appointments,
Mm-hmm.
you have that capability.
Mm-hmm.
And then also you have, okay, I must have closed it out. Don't forget, well, let me question. Was that prospecting pyramid for social media good for you for that 30 days? Because I'm only doing it in 30-day increments. Because I feel like if you have something for 30 days, that gives you something to do every day.
To build out, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I'll be the first one to admit. I know I'm thinking about something, man, I'm giving this. There's a lot of information that we keep going over and going over, which is fine. But over the next couple of weeks, there won't be as much new types of prospecting or techniques presented. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
just fine tuning. Like one week, we're going to talk about, as we talk about with brush offs and objections, how we handle those. So it's going to enable us to continue to fine tune. And then at the end, I'm going to give you an option because I know this is good. If we wanted to do something where we would just go back, follow up with our financial goals, our business plans, and all of these other items that we're going through to make certain that now we have a good foundation on how to go forward. I think that'll be good because then we'll be able to review and you're like, okay, now I know how this all fits in because that's what I wanted to do. All of this does fit in. We're just going at it a week at a time. But at the end, I think we'll have a good, strong understanding of what prospecting is and for us to do it on a consistent and daily basis. And when we don't do it, we should feel guilty. Yeah. If we feel guilty about not prospecting, then yeah, we know we are right on point. All right. If any other questions at all, okay. Again, I
Mm-hmm.
want to say thank you. I'm going to send you this information out and have a wonderful Memorial Day. And I'm here to help out any way I possibly can. Thanks again.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you also.
Fred.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Bye bye.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
bye. Have a blessed day. Mhm. Yeah.